Hendrickson dropping back in pass coverage. The fuck are you doing?
Yeah, that don't make any sense at all.
None. A couple weeks ago, Hubbard was back there covering a tight end.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, Hendrickson's a little bit faster than Hubbard, but he's our pressure.
Yeah.
And he's back there covering a fucking back out of the backfield?
I don't think he was originally covering that guy. I think he looked over and seen no one was there and then just started following him because he's like, fuck, otherwise this guy's completely free. And he still was anyways because it was too late at that point.
Yeah. But guess what? You're not covering a fucking receiver.
No,
or tight end. You don't have that speed.
No, not at all.
Yeah, let's see you go head up with fucking Cooper Kupp or OBJ and see how you do.
Well, if you didn't like sports, then the YouTube video is for you today.
Why?
Because I just started it a couple seconds ago.
Did you?
Yeah, so, if you don't like sports, watch the video. If you do like sports, sorry, yes.
You suck at
the whole time. Oh, dude, I'm awful. It's because we were having all those technical difficulties.
We were, too.
Yeah, so now I'm going to
And you certainly didn't want to go a whole episode without seeing this.
Yeah, fuck no, man. I worked on a new camera angle today. Hi, guys. Still need some lighting to make it look better, but, we have the lighting, too. I just haven't set it all up.
Something exciting happened to me.
Oh, yeah?
And I said no. I was offered a second cuck.
What?
But this one was different. And the things that made it different I didn't like.
All right. For one thing, you're offered a second cuck.
A second cuck.
How'd you get so lucky?
The first cuck had a friend.
Mm-hmm.
That was looking for same thing.
Oh, so they're in the market. They all hang out together.
They're all in the swinger lifestyle.
But there's a swinger and a cuck are kind of different, though. I mean, I get what you're saying.
Well, but see, yeah, but if you really look up what a cuck is,
I think
he's like the piss boy. And
yeah.
Even in the thing I'm in, it's not. She doesn't go, "Hey, bitch, come over here and clean up this pussy," stuff like that. She doesn't do any of that.
The piss boy.
She just sits here. He just sits there and watches. Yeah, and she talks down to him a little bit, but it's not like the "Hey, bitch, look how little your dick is." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But this offer that I got, I actually got a text message. She said, "Can I send this girl your number to text?" And I said, "Yeah."
So first you were cool with it. I mean, you were open to the idea of being in a bull for
because
a
I saw a picture first.
And you
lovely.
She's a lovely lady. Okay.
But he does want to watch sometimes. But he also
that's normal.
He also wants me to go over there when he's out of town. And just bang her without him even there. Kind of kills it for me.
I don't know why that kills it for you.
Well, because I told you.
It makes me laugh that kills that for you.
The exciting part for me is that, hey, I'm helping this couple live out a fantasy. Well, it's not a fantasy when he's out in fucking Pittsburgh on business.
No, but you're willing to go just fuck someone in general that you find attractive, so why not just use it as a reason to fuck someone that you find attractive?
The reason that the cuck part is fun for me is because when him sitting in the corner, man, she really fucking puts out an effort for him. Well, I told you, I fucked her one time without him there, and she was okay.
But that was that one particular girl. You don't know about this one yet.
No, I don't know about this.
I don't know if you. I'm just saying, if I was a bull in the market, then I might give it a whirl first.
I'm not in the market, but
I give it a test drive, see what happens.
They asked if I'd be interested in having a drink and blah blah blah. Here's what I'm looking for. Her exact words were, "My husband's looking for someone to take care of me when he goes out of town and watch occasionally." It just doesn't appeal to me. To me, that's fucking a married woman when her old man's gone.
Yeah, but it's permission. It's not,
It's permission, but
it's a different than that. I get what you're saying, but at the same time, there is a difference. One's cheating and one's not really cheating.
Well, no, they're not cheating, but what I think is, and I don't know how deep into the fucking lifestyle they are.
Yeah.
But with the guy sitting in the fucking wicker chair in the corner, okay, he doesn't get wigged out by anything. Hey, fuck her real good, then leave, and then I'm gonna. I could see the guy from out of town going, "God, you fucked him again?" I said now and then. You're asking him every time I come over to fuck you.
And there's no negotiations that can happen? I mean, if you're in the
Her exact words were he wants me taken care of when he goes out of town.
I get that, but maybe you don't get what you need all the time there, cucky.
But I also don't want to feel obligated. Oh, he's out of town tomorrow. Well, I'm not free tomorrow. Well, you made a deal. You said no. I don't want that.
There's no deals in cucking. You're not signing on the fucking dotted line.
Okay, I'm the bull.
I don't really.
I'm the bull here.
No.
I get to call the shots.
I get that you get to call the shots, but at the same time, I'm saying like he's putting too many demands in. That's what I'm saying. So you just say no. No, I fuck when you're in the corner. If you're not in the corner, I don't fuck.
See, but that's not what they want. They want him to watch when he's in town now and then. But it's mostly, she said he goes out of town.
But again, you just said you're the bull. I don't give a fuck. Don't give a fuck.
Strong like
what?
bull.
Yes, what they want's not important. You're the bull. You
That's
make
what I'm
these
talking about.
motherfucking rules, dude.
I'm the fucking bull that flipped over Johnny Knoxville. That's the bull that I am.
Oh, that show was awesome. That new Jackass, I do recommend that. I seen that recently with the child. I brought the 7-year-old boy to it, and he fucking loved it. He thought the butthole and the wieners and all that stuff were funny. He never, it was never his thing or whatever. But he hated all the animal ones. He hated the snake. He hated the spider. He hated the bear. The bear just scared the shit out of him. But as it should, they put fucking honey and salmon all over this guy and then let a bear loose in a room with him.
Yeah, but don't you think if it was one of those trained bears?
Yes, it sure was. It's still a bear.
Well,
and
that's true.
You know what I mean? And you got fucking shit all over you for him to like lick and chew and bite. It's still a bear. And actually, they flipped out towards the end. The trainer's like, we got to get him out of there. We got to get him out of there because the bear got kind of aggressive with his dick.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's
See, the reason that I could never be on
something.
Jackass, well, first, I don't like to get hurt.
Well, you would be in a room with a snake at some point or another.
And that's why I couldn't do it.
Because that's what they did to
I'm
Bam,
Bam.
a couple of Yeah, exactly.
I'm as scared of snakes as Bam is.
They had a really good snake prank in this
He
one,
fell
too.
into the hole. Bam fell into the hole when he was
Yeah.
supposed to be fucking the director over. And it was a bunch of rubber snakes in there. And while he was in this hole, they dumped a bunch of real ones in. I'd have a heart attack and die
Yeah, this one
if that happened.
they put people in there. They had like this fucking deathly venomous snake or whatever that the guy was showing them or whatever, and they said they were going to do this prank and all these people were just going to be the people watching, that Knoxville was actually going to be the one, with dealing with the snake. Well, then they get in this room, they get on the couch, and then they close the doors real quick and turn off the lights like blank, complete black, and then let the snake loose, or they think the snake's loose. It's not actually loose, but they freak the fuck out.
I would have
And
a heart
that
attack.
would be you too.
Yeah, there's no way I could do that.
That'd be awesome.
But the worst part about it is, it doesn't matter what your biggest fucking fears is, they don't care.
No.
They're going to go after those.
No, I couldn't do it because of the bees. Actually, they did have another one where the Steve-O had a cock ring, and they put a queen bee in the cock ring, and then put it on his dick, and then he had a swarm on his dick.
Did they all go after the queen?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Did
They
they?
swarmed on his dick. His dick's a big bee swarm of bees just, it's fucking ridiculous.
Did he get stung?
Yeah, a bunch of times. They all
Did he?
did. Yeah, everybody on the fucking crew is getting stung the whole time and shit. I
The
couldn't
queen
do it.
bee was inside the cock ring?
Yeah.
There's no way, man. They're going to be so mad she's trapped in there, they're just going to start stinging everything.
I don't think that was the thing. I don't think they were worried for the safety of the bee, but I guess that's just what they do in general. Is they
Well, no, I
surround
think
her.
the other bee's going to get so mad. Hey, how come she's locked in that bubble? Fuck you. I'm going to sting you on the nuts, and I'm going to sting your asshole and everything
I don't
else.
know. I don't think he got viciously stung. I think he just got stung because he happened to have like 1,000 bees swarming him at the same time. But I don't think they
Yeah,
were
fuck
like.
that.
I don't think they were attacking him. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Unless he
there's
would've got
some of the
stung a lot
old
more.
Jackass things I would have done. Mm-hmm. But a lot of those,
They got some new ones. They got a girl this year.
I heard.
They have a.
They got a couple comedians
They got a
and
new
stuff on there.
I don't know anything. Well, they're there, but they're not actually doing anything. They got a new fat guy.
Oh, Preston's gone?
Preston's there, but they got a lot
Oh, I saw the other
more
fat
aggressive
guy.
fat guy.
Yeah, I saw
He's willing to do a lot more shit. Preston's kind of just a big pussy. He always has
Always
been.
has been.
But this guy's actually a little bit
Although
more
the
outward.
one where,
They got a couple black guys now.
do they?
Yeah. They're really expanding out there. The next
Well, this
generation.
has got to be the last one. Knoxville said, I can't do it anymore.
Yeah, and like Party Boy doesn't do anything.
Pontius doesn't do anything?
I mean, he's in it a bunch and he does some funny shit, but he doesn't take any punishment.
Danger Aaron took all the
He
punishment.
took a shitload. That poor guy got it the worst.
Yeah.
Again, outside of the bull, Knoxville didn't really take a whole lot of shit. I don't think
No, but that
Steve-O
bull
took a lot of
fucked him
risk
up.
or whatever, but it wasn't. Yeah, the one actually getting fucked up was
Danger Aaron.
yeah, he got fucked up a bunch, and then some of the younger guys and shit.
I would imagine with him getting fucked up the most, he got more money.
I'd hope so, dude. He got, I think, like bit in the face by a snake. He got bit in the nipple by a fucking spider. He got pogo sticked on his nuts.
Oh, he got punched with
he
Nagano.
got
Punched
punched
him
by
in the dick.
Nagano, dude. He got some hockey players, I guess one of the only famous black hockey players,
shooting pucks at him.
Did a slap shot to his dick.
Did he hit him in the dick?
Yeah, with the puck. Full, yes.
Because, I mean, that thing could have hit him in the face, and then...
Yeah, well, I guess the guy's pretty accurate. He nailed it in the first try. The softball girl, who was like the world's fastest pitch softball lady, whatever she does.
Hit him in the nuts?
Yeah, eventually, but she missed like 3 times first and hit him in the thigh, and every time it was instant, gigantic fucking bruise. I'm going to ruin this whole fucking movie for everyone, even though this is not the kind of movie, it's not like it's a great storyline.
Oh, yeah, you don't need...
It's like, I can tell you all day that someone gets hit in the nuts, but when you see it, it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I'll go watch it.
Idiot.
I'll go watch it. I bet you it's already on the Fire Stick.
It is ultra dumbed down comedy, though, when you think about it. It's literally like an hour and a half of people getting hit in the dick.
Bottom line is they all needed money.
I think so. I mean, maybe not.
I mean, Knoxville. Yeah, he's got some money left over, but he hasn't done a movie since.
Steve-O probably doesn't need much money. Steve-O makes pretty damn good money doing the stand-up career and doing podcasts and everything else.
See, I imagine his stand-up sucks.
But it's just him being Steve-O. I don't really consider it stand. I'm judging it without ever seeing it. Maybe he's fucking hilarious. I don't know, but I think it's just Steve-O going up there and doing tricks and shit and stapling his nuts to his leg and shit like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I think it's like circus tricks. He's a circus trained performer.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah, he's literally a Barnum and Bailey. He went to the college, like clown college. His dad's fucking stupid rich. He was like the CEO of South America Coca-Cola.
Oh, was he really?
Yeah, for years and years and years. Steve-O's family is butt rich.
Oh, so he doesn't have to worry about money.
No, money's not a thing for him. Now, I don't think he relies on his dad. He seems like the kind of guy to reject it family early and, try to prove himself that he was going to be famous on his own.
Well, but at the same time, you heard in the regular Jackass TV show several times he said, hey, I didn't tell my dad about that one.
That's what I mean. His dad, I think, was a pretty, especially in the
he didn't tell
world.
That's why he didn't shove the car up his ass. That's why Ryan Dudd did it, because he said, my dad will disown me for sticking something in my butthole.
Yeah, you don't want to be disowned when your dad's worth like literally like $1 billion probably. Like, fuck that. I'm trying to stay in that family.
See, here's what's confusing me. I was talking to somebody the other day about the Elon Musk versus Jeff Bezos wealthy thing. Because it used to be, okay, Bezos lost half his money and he was still the richest person in the world by like tenfold. Well, now fucking Elon Musk is killing him.
Yeah, but Elon Musk is so tied up in stocks and everything else that his shit really fluctuates a lot more, where Bezos is more solid money.
I mean, Bezos is Amazon. He's making millions and millions and millions every day.
He stepped down, didn't he, as the CEO?
Well, yeah, but he still owns it.
He's still in. I get it. I mean, whatever.
You can step down if you want. You're just not drawing a salary anymore.
Yeah. Well, bummer.
Yeah.
Oh, like it's the profit?
But Bezos is worth $183 billion.
I don't really understand how Elon's worth the same. I feel like
he sells cars.
I mean, I know he does.
I mean, I know he's got a rocket and all that, but the whole point is the majority of his income comes from Teslas.
It seems like the rocket would cost him money more than make him money.
It does.
So I don't really understand Elon Musk's.
And that's why I couldn't understand it either, because
Amazon
Elon
makes
Musk
sense to me.
Yeah, every day you buy everything. I bought 10 things last month. Every fucking day I look at Amazon, but.
And not only does he sell cars, but he sells cars you don't really see all that often.
No.
You know what I mean? You see Teslas every so often now. They're more common than they used to be, but they're not a fucking Ford.
No,
you know what I mean?
And that's what I'm talking about.
They're not even a Mitsubishi.
How is he worth that much money?
I don't know. Fuck if I know. I don't know what else he does.
Well, I mean, I know he's...
he might be a stock market nerd.
Well, he was crazy into cryptocurrency, too.
Yeah, he got big into that, but I don't know how much money he's made off of that, though.
Well, all I know is Bezos, it said $186 billion. And it said Elon Musk 240-something.
Yeah, but like I said, I think his is just it's so fluid. Like I think Bezos just goes up and just steadily goes up. Where Musk is worth this week, but then the next week he's only worth 140 billion. Still ridiculous, fucking dumb amounts of money. But I think because of his shit's so tied to the stock market and everything else with Tesla, that there's a lot more.
Well, apparently, did you hear about the newest thing with his boat over in Holland?
We talking about Bezos? Yeah, we talked about this last week.
Yeah, about how he's building that boat. They're dismantling the bridge.
Yeah.
Well, apparently that's a historical bridge.
It's a historical site. This isn't the first time this bridge has been disassembled for the same reasons.
There's a group of over 1,000 people.
Yeah.
that are going to wait until his boat travels by and they're going to throw rotten eggs at it.
Well, that's funny.
Tell me you wouldn't want to see that.
Of course.
Right now, there's over 1,000 people, and they are collecting.
And what a fucking European thing to do.
Millions
We're going to
of
throw
rotten
rotten
eggs
eggs at them.
And they're just going to pelt this fucking billion-dollar yacht
You brown
with
tooth
rotten
fucks.
eggs when it goes by. Now, I would love to see that. If I was there, I'd throw some.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I participate for sure.
And he's like, don't be mad at me. I'll rebuild the bridge. Well, you can't rebuild a historic bridge.
No, but that's where people are wrong. That this bridge has been taken down a bunch of times. There's a yacht company. Now, where do you think you got the fucking yacht at? They built it there, and this isn't the first yacht that they've built. So the bridge is like a historic bridge in that the bridge has always been there, but not that bridge, just a bridge.
I guess my whole point is if you know the bridge isn't going to, your yacht's not going to fill in
I
the
don't
bridge.
really understand that.
Move the factory on the other side.
Yeah,
of
that
the
don't make any
fucking-
sense to me either. I don't think they make yachts that big very often. But
No,
it's
that's
not
what I'm saying. Move the factory
not
on the
the
other side of the bridge.
Yeah, all I'm saying is it's not the first time they've had to take this bridge down. I mean, it's happened just like 5 years ago or something.
But I
like
think
that.
it's hilarious that there's over 1,000 people
that's awesome.
that are fucking hoarding rotten eggs to throw at his boat.
I mean, fuck that guy, though. I mean, everybody
That's what I
agrees.
say.
Fuck
Fuck
Jeff
him.
Bezos, whatever the fuck his name is. He's all ripped and shit now too. He's
I
he's
know.
like hulking it out. He's a little nerdy dude that was literally selling books in his fucking garage.
I know.
I mean, so you got to at least appreciate that. If nothing else, he is the American dream. You know, the ultimate American dream, including fucking over everybody you can to get there. You know,
Or
that's
the textbook definition of fucking capitalism.
yeah.
I mean,
Well, that's the American dream, buddy. Fucking, he has a room for that white picket fence. He has the money.
and the thing about him is they can never, ever, ever say that he has a monopoly on anything because he doesn't. You can buy anything he
sells
somewhere
everything.
else, but you can buy it somewhere else.
Yeah,
It's available somewhere else.
a lot of the stuff he does.
It's just more convenient and easier and usually a little bit cheaper on Amazon than it is to go to other sites. And you're going to get it in 2 days.
typically.
So they're saying, well, he's got a monopoly on this. No, he doesn't. He doesn't have a monopoly on shit.
Hey, man, I wish I would have ordered my Cincy shirts off Amazon. That wouldn't have took fucking 3 weeks to get.
Well, I fucked myself with the face paint. I could have got that off Amazon.
Oh, that would have been great. You guys missed all the Bengals talk earlier, you know, depressing. So yeah, that's fine for you guys that are watching on the video. Using audio, you heard it. Either way, yesterday Chris said he was gonna not dye, but he was gonna paint his face black and orange stripes and stuff. And I thought Matt had the best suggestion that if you just painted your face black and showed up to the party and told everybody that you were out of orange paint, how do you think that goes over?
Like a turd in a punch
But
bowl.
everybody knows it's a joke. Everyone knows that that's the joke.
There was
Does
a black
that
man
make
at
you
that party that doesn't know me that well.
Yeah, I know. I said something moderately.
He might have not known it was a joke, and he might have.
I said one of my normal, racial kind of jokes that I feel like I can usually get away with most of my friends, and he didn't take it the same way, and I could tell right off the bat. I'm like, oop,
Yeah,
bringing that in. All
that's
right.
what I'm saying.
All right, gonna knock that one off.
He doesn't know me like that.
No, that would have not ended up well, probably. But it is funny to me, and it's a shame. God damn it! How come you can't make a joke like that? How come you forgot your orange paint, so you just show up to the party in blackface? It's fucking hilarious. But people would take it the wrong way, and all of a sudden you're a racist, all because you just want to have a little joke among you and your friends.
Yeah, but then that girl we work up showed up with her boyfriend. He happens to be black. He might not have thought it was funny.
No, unfortunately, you're right. The people that didn't know you. But why do we have to appeal to people that don't know us?
That's been my question all along.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, the people that know me, my actual friends,
And that has
if
been-
I did that, they'd be like, you're fucking crazy. But
Those are the words I live by.
Those are funny. Like, why do I have to appeal to this person that I know my intentions? I know what's behind it. Why the fucking do I care if so-and-so knows what I'm meaning?
And that's why
fine, then think I'm racist.
And that's
I don't
why when
care.
people tell me, "Oh, you're going to hell for your jokes and what you talk about," this is me. I like funny shit. I like shock shit. If you knew me a little better, you'd know that half of this is just fucking jokes.
Yeah.
Half.
Most of I mean,
But when he said show up in the blackface, I'm like, that's not even going to be entertained.
Dude, that cracked me the fuck up. It's just such a
I wouldn't have known
brilliant
he was
idea.
at that party.
If someone would have actually done that, like, and we didn't talk about it, and you actually did show up in that and told us that, I mean, the laughter would have been never ending.
I know. You know what I didn't like about that party?
What?
The toned down version of Beasley.
He's getting over Corona. Yeah. You know what I didn't like?
He didn't make any jokes.
You know what I didn't like at that party?
What?
Sean Hennessy. For anyone that you guys know him, I don't mind the guy, nice guy. But just, I'm going to go out of all older men, older white guys that try to appeal to younger people. And even, we're not even young at this point. We're like in our 40s. But when we're listening to Eminem and Dr. Dre and all their shit,
and he's popping and locking to California Love.
Yeah, and he's back there, yeah, bitches, this is the shit. This is, God, I've never had anyone ruin a performance more than he did for that halftime show last night. I'm sure it was fantastic.
But he jumped out in the middle and he was popping and locking to California Love.
It was the worst. I've never seen anyone. Fucking calm down, buddy.
I know. I didn't like it either. I mean, actually, I laughed at it.
You did. I was getting angry at you. I'm over on the couch getting mad at you for laughing at him because now you're encouraging him.
I laugh at drunk people.
I want everyone to just laser focus and not pay attention to him, and then he goes away. That's what I wanted. And nothing against him personally. If he wants to come talk about football, that's fine. But
people.
I do too.
That's half the fun for me.
But
you can't pick and choose when you do it.
Yeah, you can.
Not in something like that.
I like drunk people too, but I didn't like.
This is a guy who when he's not drunk is the most straight and arrow guy on the planet.
That's true.
And to see somebody like that fucking let their fucking hair down, get drunk, and make a fool out of themselves, that's America, baby.
He barely has any hair, and he had like a half a drink before he started fucking acting like that.
I'm all for it.
I literally showed up with the wings, I'm eating wings, the next thing I turn around, he's shit canned. I'm like, how the fuck did that even happen?
Now, if he would have done that during the game, I would have body slammed him out of the way.
Well, I was really looking forward to the halftime show, though.
But see, from my seat, I saw him, and I could still see it.
I could still see it, but it was distracting. I couldn't hear the song. I couldn't hear Mary Jade just doing her... She just screams every once in a while. It cracks me up.
All right, who was best in the halftime show, in your opinion?
I don't know. It was whatever. They're all the same. I mean, 50 Cent was the worst.
The worst.
Mary J was not good.
I thought Dre was dead on.
Dre was perfect. Snoop Dogg, I mean, all three of the main ones were perfect. I didn't know the Kendrick Lamar songs. I like Kendrick Lamar, but honestly, I only like one album of his a lot. So I don't know a lot of his stuff. And his stuff is it's not stadium music. You know what I mean? Like his flow was all based on cadences and shit. And if you're really, it's like music nerd rap kind of to a certain extent. And that's just not for him right there. But Eminem was great.
Eminem was great.
I didn't like.
I think he was lip syncing.
Didn't like the song selection. I don't like "Lose Yourself." I don't think that's one of his best songs at all.
No, but that was a.
I mean, it's
like a sports show, a sports song.
Yeah, I guess maybe that's why you go.
I thought Slim Shady would have been the perfect choice.
Slim Shady, yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I said he was going to do "My Name Is."
Yeah, I don't think I would have done "My Name Is" either, but either way, it was a great fucking show. Dre was the shit. You're right. And Dre's perfect. I mean, he's just so perfect. He sounds great. Exactly like him still all these years later.
Yeah, and Snoop's always been one of my favorites. I just love his voice. I think
I like Snoop when Snoop does old Snoop stuff. I don't like new Snoop, but I enjoyed it.
Did you see that they sprinkled in a little Tupac there with the California Love? They sprinkled that in there.
They did that, and then that piano riff that Dre was playing when
Eminem was on there,
when Eminem bowed or got down on his knees and did his thing, that was a Tupac song. Yeah. So I think that's what the actual getting on the knees thing was for. Was like a
paying respect to
Tupac or playing a song that was done on the piano and shit like that.
See, I'm thinking that being from Detroit, Eminem would have been more of a Biggie guy.
I think. Well, I mean, Flo, he is a lot more of a Biggie guy. He probably likes both of them.
Yeah,
I mean, he's a hip hop guy. I'm sure he loves both of them. How could you not?
Yeah, I like the little Tupac sprinkling they did in that thing. It was pretty cool. But
I think the only people that really, really picked sides during that whole thing were like young people and like their friends. You know what I mean? Like, or like people that actually lived in L.A. or New York or something like that. I think the majority are Midwest people. You know, they probably like Biggie and Tupac. What the fuck? You know?
I watched that interview again with the paramedic that came to Tupac when he was shot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just the last words that came out of his mouth were "fuck you."
He's the man.
The paramedics down there going, all right, you got to tell me, man, who shot you? Who shot you? And Tupac looked up and went, fuck you.
I mean, let's be honest. Biggie got killed, but did he have much left in him anyways at that point? His last interview, he's leaned back going...
Yeah, he was a fat, sick guy.
You're just like, Jesus, dude, you sound like you're breathing like you're about to die at any moment now anyways.
I liked Biggie a lot.
Oh, he was the greatest. Yeah. I literally think Biggie might be the greatest. I don't think his career was long enough to... I don't know. I don't know how you judge rappers, but either way, he's the greatest to me.
Yeah, but I thought Dre was perfect last night. Him and Snoop both. I thought it was a good halftime show in general.
The best one I remember in a while, since Bruno Mars was the last one I actually liked.
And I like Mary J. Blige. I just don't think she fit in with the
that didn't work for me
theme.
either.
It didn't work for me.
No.
Because she was the only one really that did 2 songs.
Yeah.
And the second one was kind of ballady. It just kind of didn't fit with the fucking theme of the...
I think someone said it was about getting breast cancer screenings or something. Like, what?
I just didn't think she was the perfect fit. Maybe a Missy Elliott stuck in there might have been a little bit better.
Nah, because Dre never produced Missy Elliott stuff.
I know, but she's more hip-hoppy than Mary J. Blige.
Well,
she's
it's not
R&B.
that. I mean, Dre picked out... They went to him and they said, put together a Super Bowl halftime show. And that's what he wanted. Yeah. Because he produced... Every single person up there, he produced shit for. So, it's different.
I just didn't think she fit.
But no, I don't disagree with you. I had no interest in Mary J. Blige being up there. And I like Mary J. Blige, but not for that.
That was a fucking... old school hip hop.
I don't know who you would have put in place though of her. You know, if you're gonna pick out another rapper or something that's tied with him, maybe Ice Cube would have been cool if they did like an NWA kind of throwback.
Well, Ice-T was back there too. He was there.
But Ice-T never had anything to do with Dr. Dre besides they're both from California.
What about Cool J?
Cool J's New York.
Oh, he is, isn't he? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Cool J is New York.
Yeah, you gotta wait for a New York show to come out.
Yeah, I loved
I don't know
cool
why
J
Outkast
live.
never did. Outkast do one, or was there just talk of it? Because Outkast should do a fucking halftime show if they haven't. And if they have, I'm kind of mad that I don't remember.
I think he's too busy doing his movies now to rap.
You never see him in any movies. I never see him in any movies.
You did for a while. He was in a bunch. He did that Mark Wahlberg movie. He was
for a couple years. I mean, it was all right. It wasn't like he was a bad actor or anything, but Andre 3000 is one of the greatest rappers of all
I loved
fucking
him.
time.
I was a huge Outkast
One
guy.
of the greatest rappers of all time, and he's like, I'm done. I'm good. He made a couple like weird poppy kind of albums, and he's good. And that sucks. The rest of us are screwed. He needs to get depressed again. That's what you need, all musicians. It's like
when he made Rosa Parks.
Yeah, it's like when Nine Inch
Nails. But that was
Nails,
a fucking jam.
Of course it was. And it was like when Nine Inch Nails used to do heroin. His shit was perfect, and then he got all clean and sober, and now his shit sucks. He makes video game music. Go fuck yourself, Trent Reznor. Get back on the heroin. Make me happy. Go get some fucking heartbreak and a needle in your arm. Make me a song, goddammit.
Well, we'll be getting back to the Bengals.
We'll be back next week.
We will be back. Hey, next week we're going to have our guest on. Will be
Sean.
None other than Sean Winter.
Sean at 4,122 minute tax.
He'll tell you to fuck off for that next week, which is fine. But if you have any tax questions, hey, pop them in here. Send emails.
I fucked up on my taxes, man. I was very disappointed. You know, Sean gave me a return last week, and I'll just throw out the numbers because fuck it, and it's not real anyway since I'm not going to get this amount anymore. But, he gives me a return saying I'm going to get like $15K back. Listen,
instant boner.
I'm not a man that has a lot of money. You know what I mean? Like, we make decent money at our job, but I'm a one income family. Like, you stretch that out to 4 people. I'm broke.
Yeah.
I live to my fullest, basically, what I can afford. So there ain't much extra going around. And I get $15,000. That pretty much saves me for a year. Just like, I don't have to worry about anything for a year. Like, I'm good. I got the extra. So, I'm just telling I got a hold of Sean right away. First of all, I just doubted him completely. Like, this fucking guy. You know what I mean?
He told me I'm going to go to jail.
Like, I've never seen any fucking information about this guy. He's just some fucking random dude for all I know. You know what I mean? Anyone can just give me an email address. I'm just sending them shit. I don't fucking know anything. I never even met the guy.
No, but you've done taxes with him for 3 years now. You've always gotten your money.
I've only done taxes with him 1 year.
Oh, really? This is my third.
Yeah, and he's done me well. This is my initial reaction when I thought I was getting $15,000 back. I was like, there's no fucking way. This don't make any goddamn sense, blah, blah, blah. And I know he does some things for me otherwise that makes some money back. I have a couple second jobs, and in the tax world, that's fucking a gold mine. You can write so much shit off because of that if you're self-employed for some other shit. And I got 2 little side gigs so I can make some money off of that. But apparently, we got 2 fucking stimuluses last year. I'm retarded, and I only remembered the one. I remembered the $600 one that we got at the beginning of the year last year in January, which was $2,400 for me. So I reported that, didn't think anything of it. And that's what it ended up being. We got another one where I got $5,600, and I just didn't fucking report it. Just, fuck you, IRS. Give it to me again. So that's what the IRS apparently would do, is give it to me again.
But see, I got a letter in the mail talking about my $1,400 stimulus that I got this past year, and said right on there, this does not have to be reported.
You don't pay taxes on it. That's what it means. But, I guess you don't have to report it if you don't want to. But what he did was thought that I didn't get it. So he signed me up to get it. So I would get the $5,600 with my tax return this year because I was supposed to get it in the beginning of the year and I didn't get it. So that was an extra $5,600. And I'm like, no, I'm still going to get $10,000 back. I ain't fucking complaining. You guys go get Sean Winter to do some taxes. The guy knows what he's doing, apparently. I don't fucking know. I don't know what I'm doing, though, and I fucked myself over I freaked out about it. I'm still freaked out about it a little bit.
But you're still getting 10 G's.
Yeah, well, but what? I don't know. You know what I mean? How long does that hold my shit up?
Well, true.
I mean, he said just let it go through. Like, all right.
He said let the 15 go through?
Well, and pay it back right away if it actually goes through. But I think he's thinking that the IRS catches it. Oh. And they go, nah, that's not what it is. And then they'll redact it, and I'll get my actual. Like, I remember last year when I got my tax return, it was like $250 less than what Sean had told me, which is fine. You know what I mean? Like, okay, cool.
Yeah, but see, something like that comes up, that might hold up your return for 6 months.
That's the fucking thing I'm freaked out about. It's like, God damn it.
Yeah, we got to look at everything now.
And it's all my fault. I can't blame anybody else. It's just me being a fucking idiot and completely somehow forgetting about him as $6,000 that I got in the middle of the year. That was nice. We need another fucking pandemic. Those stimulus things were fantastic. Granted, the economy's completely fucked right now because we shut it down for a long time and handed out a bunch of free money.
Oil's at $100 a barrel.
I don't know if oil has. I mean,
No, but I'm just saying all of the economy's fucked up.
Yeah. No, everything is. Everything's fucked. Everything's fucked. I was so annoyed the other day, talking about economics and politics, and someone's mad that fast food workers are making $19-20 an hour.
I'm not.
And roofers are making less than that, and it's like, when was the last time a roofer? They were talking about Chick-fil-A was paying people $19 an hour. Chick-fil-A profited like $5.5 billion last year. When was the last roofer you seen that made a couple bill?
Well,
you know what I mean?
With roofers is they all work for a person who pays them.
Not only that, who's roofing? All right, you don't become a roofer. No one goes, hey, I want to be a roofer. You might want to own a roofing company. That's cool. You're self-employed and do it all yourself. But the guys that's just getting paid the $12-13 an hour to be a roofer, they're either ex-cons, illegal, or a little retarded. You know what I mean? Like, there's something going on there. Not an everyday person is just a roofer.
Well, I don't agree with that.
When?
I don't agree with that.
Okay, explain.
I think some people do it, but I think it's one of those things where...
Why would someone be a roofer? Why would you
Well, because I think it's like any job. I think if you stay with it long enough and become really good at it, you make pretty good money.
If you got your own shit, I don't think roofing's like landscaping. You only make money if you're the landscaping company.
That's backbreaking work, dude.
It's awful. It's awful. That's what I mean. That's why I think the only people that are becoming roofers are people that had no other choice in life but to become a fucking roofer.
Well, but I mean, maybe there's people that are just good with their hands, good at construction and shit like that. And
we call them Mexicans, and they're really good at it. But there's also a reason why they're only making $12-13 an hour. It's because they don't have to pay taxes.
Well, see, I think most of those roofing companies are employed by Joe Schmo's fucking home maintenance company, and he decides what to pay him. I think if it was a legitimate tax-paying company,
no, for sure, that's exactly what it is. That's kind of
paid more.
That's kind of my point. Of course, low-paying jobs like that, and the people like Joe Schmo that owns the roofing company, he probably does fine for himself. That guy might make a couple $100,000, $200,000, maybe up to $1 million. Who fucking knows? But he's not Chick-fil-A bouncing off the $4.2 billion. You know what I mean? They can afford to pay the guys $19 an hour.
Oh, yeah. The one by my house has a line around the corner
and it just
every
me off.
minute it's open.
It pisses me off whenever people get mad what other people make. Because you know damn well that the people up top are making a hell of a lot more unless they wouldn't pay the people down low that.
And nothing's stopping you from going to Chick-fil-A and getting a job.
Yeah, I mean, you can hang out with 14-year-old chicks. That's pretty sweet.
Hey, if it's all about the money to you and you want that $19 an hour, go fucking cook some chicken.
Oh, I'm definitely at Chick-fil-A before I'm roofing.
Yeah.
I'm making the $19 an hour.
Yeah.
But then his point too was, okay, well now no one's going to want to do the manual labor job, so those prices of that go up. It's like prices are already going up. Prices are going up everywhere.
Everywhere.
But wages aren't going up everywhere. Wages are going up really small increments, but prices are fucking flying up.
Well, roofing is. I mean, the fucking shingles are made out of petroleum. They're oil-based fucking products. So as the price of oil goes up, those go up.
My wife wants a metal roof. One of those slated ones that are all loud when it rains and shit.
Oh, see, in Arizona, no one's got a shingled roof or a metal roof. They're all like stucco stone.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're all like...
they don't have a choice because it's so fucking hot.
Yeah, they're all stone.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a fucking... They're like round, fucking... Look like cinder blocks, except they're round.
Yeah.
That's what's on everybody's roof.
All right, well, I'm not roofing anytime soon, I can tell you that.
It's fucking backbreaking, dude. And
bottom
I
line.
respect anybody that can do it because, I mean... You got to fucking put 200 pounds of shingles over your shoulder and climb up a fucking ladder.
Anyone can do it.
No, I don't agree. To make those things fucking straight and perfect, you got to know what you're fucking doing. Yeah. I've seen a bad roofing job and it leaks and you know what I'm saying? And
no, you're right.
The shingles are crooked. You've got to have some skill there.
Well, how come they don't pay more money?
Because it's owned by fuckface here who's bidding lower and lower and lower to get the fucking job. That's the problem. Because you have to, in order to get these fucking jobs, you got to outbid everybody on the low end.
Yeah, and I still think the reason why everybody's so cheap is because you don't have a choice. You just end up roofing because what the fuck else are you gonna do?
But see, I think you'll make more money. Like I think if you were a roofer at like Ray St. Clair or one of them that does a million commercials, I think they're gonna pay you more.
A little bit
but
more.
I think they're going to insist that you're a good roofer.
You're still probably making less than $40,000 a year, even at the top dollar. And
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, but I think in order to work there, you have to be one of those guys that doesn't fuck up.
Yeah.
That roof better be perfect when you're done. Because if you're one of these guys just going to fucking slap the shingles on, well, you're going to get $13 an hour.
See, I don't know anybody. I don't know any roofers that make good money. So,
well, but the good news about, like I know a couple roofers. Everything they're paid is under the table. So add 30% for taxes that they're not paying.
That's true. No, that's always a big one.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking 30% that they're not fucking forking out.
But that's also why you're only making $14 an hour because you're not paying taxes. So that does make a big difference. But you can't bitch. Because it would be also.
20.
Yeah, you can't bitch.
Well.
Yeah, but you got no health insurance. You're on a fucking roof all day. You can fall off anytime.
That part sucks. That part sucks.
Jesus Christ. I think if I was a roofer, though, I'd want to be a roofer in like, what do you think, like Portland or like somewhere that doesn't get too hot or too cold?
Portland rains a lot.
Yeah,
slippery.
You're right about
when it's
that.
Wet.
All right.
All right. I'll go to New Hampshire, Vermont, somewhere.
That shit,
roof there.
I feel like that gets pretty cold though, doesn't it?
Only in the winter. I don't imagine they work in the winter.
Yeah, but if I'm a roofer, I want to go somewhere where I can work all year round and not be hot. So is there anywhere?
Like Colorado?
Colorado gets fucking snowy as shit. I ain't trying to get on a roof when it's snowing.
Oh, okay. You don't want any snow in the winter, but you want like Seattle weather.
But yeah, you don't want to be hot
without the rain.
Like 60 and 70 degrees all year round be perfect. Because then you say LA or something, that gets way too fucking hot. And even San Diego gets in its 80s. When you're on top of a black roof and it's 80 degrees outside, it's probably fucking hot.
Yeah.
Perfect roofing weather, 60 degrees, no rain. No snow.
I don't know if such a place exists in the United States. I don't think it does.
There's no perfect spot for fucking roofers.
No, and I'll tell you, if I was a roofer, I'd be fucking tied off somewhere so I don't fall off the fucking roof.
Hey, do they even have roofs in Mexico? I mean, I know they got roofs, but they don't.
Yeah, they don't
same,
have
right?
floors.
Aren't they usually like flat with like rocks at the top and shit?
I think it's more the mud floor.
Yeah,
that they worry about.
I don't see many shingles in Mexico.
I'll give you a funny story. There was a neighborhood in Arizona where I lived, and this is not against Mexicans, but it was the Mexican part of town in my little city. It was called Victory Acres, and I had friends that lived in there that I would drop off after football practice or whatever. I'd give them a ride, whatever. I drove through there all the time because it was basically in the middle of my city. There was a house that was there, and that house was there the whole fucking 4 years I was in high school, and it didn't have a door.
That's weird.
It had a blanket hanging where the door was.
Mm-hmm.
That was 24/7. No fucking door. I mean, you could buy a cheap door for like $40.
You're
Does this person did this guy want the fucking constant breeze? Well, it's 120 degrees in the fucking summer.
Yeah.
He's got no door.
We had weird rape fantasies.
Well, the thing about that neighborhood is it was one of those where everybody knew what was going on. If if you tried to break into that house, there'd be like 800 other fuckers coming after you right away.
Yeah, but everybody's also like, hey man, why don't you got a door, dude?
No fucking door.
Build a door.
I don't think he wanted a door.
He just hated doors.
I don't know.
Maybe he had some kind of mental illness, and he thought he was like, if a door was there, he was claustrophobic. He'd flip out.
Well, if he's got no door, it tells me there's no AC in that bitch either.
No.
No fucking way.
Well, if there is, it's not going to work well. There's no fucking door to hold in the heat.
Hey, get a door. Hey, I started bleaching the target on my asshole.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah, I looked at it again, man. It really does look like a bullseye, and I just don't.
I like
want
that you're looking at your butthole all the time, but
I won't be getting that Bengal tattoo just yet. We didn't win.
no.
It was going to be the cover-up on my dick tattoo.
Oh,
Would have been a good thought.
well, now what are you going to do?
I'm still going to cover. No, I'm
just gonna
covering
keep
that
the
up.
dick tattoo on there a little bit longer.
No, I got to cover it up. I got to get rid of it.
Why?
There's a cock on my leg.
So what?
Every time that I have a guest, I have to explain it.
Yeah.
Hey, why do you got a dick on your leg?
Yeah, that might not went over well with the new cucks.
Oh, no, I told her.
That's part of your conversation. That's the intro convo.
Well, no, we were talking about it.
All right. Well, let me tell you something. If we're gonna buy him beer, give me the Michelob Ultra. I got a cock on my leg. I got a.
No, during our talk, she said, my friend said you have a nice dick.
Mm-hmm.
She goes, any chance I could see a picture of it?
You sent that one?
No, I said, well, I'm going to just zoom in on the dick if I do because there's a embarrassing tattoo on my leg. She goes, oh, really? What's that? And I said, it's a dick. She goes, do you care to explain? I just say, I'll just tell you I lost a bet. And that was all there is to it. But I did not send her a dick pic because I had already made up my mind that no, it wasn't going to happen.
It still weirds me out that you guys didn't have an interview process.
Well, it was just, I guess that was the interview process. It was all done virtually.
Virtually, I'll just like.
It didn't sound right to me going over and banging her when he wasn't there.
I just think you could have negotiated that not to be part of the package.
That's what they wanted.
Tell them that's your C package.
That's what they
and they're
wanted.
only getting the B package. It's just.
No, I don't think it. I think it was an all or nothing
about
deal.
what they want.
You don't think? Wait, this girl's very attractive and 39.
Oh.
It's not going to be hard for her to get a guy that's willing to come over and fuck him. I'm not the commodity. I'm not attractive and I'm not young.
You're not the commodity.
I just happen to, have a decent wiener and know what I'm doing with it. That's really all it is, really.
And now you're the bull. Strong like bull.
I will say, I'm not, I'm this, but I know how to fuck.
Well, and you got a nice bleached butthole in case.
And I know how to fuck.
I know how to fuck.
I mean, I'm not too pup chump. That ain't me.
3.5.
Oh no, I can go for a while. But at the end of the day, when I'm done fucking and she feels like the Trojan Army just fucked her, I still look like this, and I'm still 56.
That's true.
I just have the blessing of I know how to fuck.
I think you're older than 56, though. I think you're.
No, I'm not. I'm 56.
I thought you're 57 now.
In July, I will be.
Ah, okay. You're getting close.
Yeah.
That's a shame, dude.
But I think starting this birthday, I'm going to go Benjamin Button, and I'm going to start subtracting one. Yeah. So I'll be 55 this July.
All right. That's not a bad idea. Once you get to a certain age, it does get pretty embarrassing. You may as well start taking some.
I'm not embarrassed.
Well, it sounds like you are. You're not.
No.
You're going subtracting.
No, I just don't want to hit that.
The wall?
The 60 number.
Oh, yeah, you're gone. New podcast. But otherwise, besides that.
They still won't be as funny as me.
I don't care. I just can't do a podcast with a 60-year-old.
You'll be in your mid-40s.
Yeah.
That ain't young either, chump.
That's you are the guy that's tried to convince me that 54 and 55 is young, so therefore
am I an old man?
Yes.
Do I act like an old man? Do I fucking
It depends on what you mean by act. You get a phone or
am I going to sit here and
you get some technology in your hand, you start looking at it all far away and
yeah,
shit
but
like
that's
an old
different.
Man.
That's different.
You have a hard time working it.
I'm still fun to hang out with.
That's it. I know lots of old people there. My grandpa was fun till the day he died.
He was fun in a cute way. Oh, look at old grandpa. He's fucking coming his fucking chicken. Yeah, that's not me.
I don't think that was ever my grandpa, but either way.
Yeah, fuck it. And you know what happens? You move along. But I know how to fuck.
I know. Hey, I can be your bull.
Well, no, I think it shows more character for me that I have lines in the sand that are drawn nice and clearly. No, I'm not going to bang you when he's not there.
I guess. I don't know who you're trying to draw these or, impress with your lines in the sand like anyone gives a shit.
Me, really?
I mean, if you want to be a relationship guy again, then maybe that person would be. Exactly.
That I don't.
That's what I mean. Like, those are the kind of people that are impressed by these lines, not just fucking.
No, but.
Well, then apparently you're fucking butt-eating whore because she.
How dare you
I'm
talk
sorry.
about her in such ways?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that.
Butt-eating whore. You mean friend that likes analingus.
Very nice.
Quality human being, great job, just likes to eat butt. How dare you judge
She
her?
has a great job.
Yeah, she's got a good job.
Oh yeah, what'd she do? Where at?
Not
What's
really
her name?
necessary.
I want to see this butt eater.
She works for a company, a local company. I'm not going to say the name of the company, but it rhymes with Doctor and Bramble. Been there 20 years.
Got
Got a good job.
She works in the titty towers.
No, she works in the accounting department.
Yeah. I hope you're not even telling the truth about that. Like,
No, I am. But it's a good job. She's been there 20
Doesn't
years.
matter.
P&G gives you raises on a regular basis.
Yeah.
She just happens to like to eat butt, and I will not, under any circumstances, judge anyone for that.
No.
Because I'm for it, of course.
Yeah, it's weird that she's into bleaching your butt, but I don't think she's into it. She's just willing to put up the joke. So, if you've made some, has it got better? Does it still look funny?
It's only been done once,
Yeah.
so I really can't tell yet. But after 3 or 4 applications, I should start to see the ring fade.
The ring fade.
Yeah, the ring will start to fade.
All right.
Because right now it really looks bad. It looks like a raccoon's eye. It's got like 3 colors. It's got real dark on the outside, and then a little bit lighter, and then a nice pinky spot in the middle.
A raccoon's eye, dude. That's too descriptive for a butthole.
I wanted one solid color, and I never even bothered. It was my own fault because I never bothered to look at the rest of it. I was just looking right at the cornhole and going, "Oh, it's coming nicely, coming along nicely."
Got a nice looking butthole here.
Yeah,
going.
and then when you spread the cheeks open, hey, what's that?
Not so much.
It's a fucking aim here.
Oof.
I don't want that.
No. Yeah, because they don't miss.
No, I heard they didn't.
We discussed that last night. We were watching the football game.
Yeah, they don't.
Those gays don't miss. I was talking about the field goal kicker. I don't know whatever else got all excited about. I was talking about the field kicker and his family, the gays, and they don't miss.
They definitely don't miss.
Son of a bitch. I wish he. Well, you almost. Well, it wasn't his fault. They missed it. Dropped the ball. Hey, going back to the Bengals, and not really about the Bengals, but this is just talking about. We were kind of talking about people with money earlier. Did you hear how Jamar Chase got his house?
No.
So when
I know it's close to Joe,
yes.
right?
So when he first got signed to the Bengals, he goes and visits Joe or whatever and gets his first big contract and all that. He went door to door in Joe's neighborhood just saying, "Hey, I'll give you 15 mil. I'll give you, whatever." He just like, "I'll buy your house right now for you right now." And bought one that was close to Burrow by just
and someone finally said yes?
finally just asking all the neighborhoods. Eventually someone's like, "Yeah, you can buy my house." Like, how fucked up is that? Be that rich where you can just go walking down the street just knocking on people's doors.
But he wasn't that rich when he moved here.
Well, no,
he
he
got
was
a rookie
when
contract.
he signed his first round rookie contract is a lot of money.
Yeah, but I mean, do you think that they handed him $20 million up front?
I don't know exactly how much, but it's pretty good right up front for someone. A top 10 pick gets a pretty big signing bonus. Let me look it up real quick here.
I wonder what part of town they live in. Indian Hill,
The
Hyde
signing bonus was $19 million.
Oh, was it really?
You know what I mean? So, and I'm sure the house probably wasn't more than a couple million at most. And it probably wasn't even that. It's probably right around $1 million and a half. They live in the Mount Lookout area.
So Hyde Park.
Kind of not really. They're more down the hill closer to the river. Right? There's a bunch of them that live right around that same area. Huber just bought a house over there too because Ryan's wife helped build the house. And that's what she does is, help rich people build houses and shit, I guess.
What does a punter make these days?
A punter? I don't know. B. Huber's been doing it for 13 years or something like that too. He's been around for a long time.
Yeah, but he still steps on the field about 4 times.
Yeah, well, still, I imagine punters make pretty good money. We're going back to the punter side right here. It would be nice to be an NFL player.
My guess is they don't make more than 1.2 mil a year.
I think since he's been around, longer, I bet he's closer to $2 million a year. Oh, he just signed a 1-year contract for $1.6 million.
Wow, that's a nice living for a fucking punter.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a good fucking limit. I mean, and I guess that's every year. He's just a free agent every year now. You're only doing 1-year contracts. But yeah, 13 years. So, I mean, even if, and let's say he's 16, he probably the first couple of years, he probably didn't make shit, maybe the first 3-4 years.
600,000.
But he's probably been making over $1 million for a good, 13 years in the league. He's probably been making over $1 million for a good 9 years straight.
So they live in the area of like Delta down there by the precinct?
Yes. Yeah, over by the precinct in that little area. Up those little hills are a bunch of little Richie houses and shit, which I don't know why. Multiple reasons why you would want to live there. For one thing, the houses are all like 200 fucking years old, so there's shit probably going wrong constantly. Also, they're on hills that are just like straight down.
Yeah.
Like, that'd be fucking annoying.
See, I would think they would live in like gated communities, Indian Hill and stuff, but those houses are starting at probably 5 to 10 million.
I mean, some of them probably do. I know that's where like Marvin Lewis lived in Indian Hill for a long time, but someone like him who was there for 16 years, that's different.
Well, I think most of these guys choose to live closer to the stadium.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys that live.
I mean, think about it. When it's Sunday, you're going to a game. It's fucking traffic's crazy. You still have to get there.
Yeah,
it's not like the police are stopping traffic for the tight end to get to the game.
No. There was a picture online of someone for that Bengals pep rally let someone over, and then you see in the rearview mirror it was Burrow. He was in a Porsche, and you could see him. You could actually see him. Yeah, and he's waiting in the same traffic as everyone else, trying to go to the pep rally. Yeah, you don't get him. It's not
that's
like
why I think they live close.
That's why I would live close. I remember when Giovanni Bernard lived. He lived right in those apartments right above the banks for a long time.
Oh, did he?
There's probably still a few of them that live right around there. And then there's a bunch of them that live like in Villa Hills, Kentucky.
Right across the river.
It's a little bit further down the river. It's no more. It's about the same distance away as Tusculum, where those guys live. Hey, people from Cincinnati don't give a fuck about this, but you know what they do care about?
What?
They love your would you
rather. Would you rather? Would you rather? Would you rather? Would you rather?
Morning from losing. So this is just the fill in the blank thing for us just to bullshit because we weren't in really great moods coming into this one.
No.
Bengals lost the Super Bowl.
Bengals lost the biggest game of my lifetime for them. And,
so it's probably only going to be our diehards that listen to this, but at least you'll know that I have certain fucking standards in my cucking.
You got new cucks maybe happening, but probably not happening because you turned them down like a puss. Cuck for the stories, dude. For the podcast.
All right, I got one for you.
All right, go ahead.
Would you rather?
Yes.
Now, all right, you got to live with this woman for 30 days. You got to fuck every day. You got to talk to them. They're your live-in girlfriend / roommate for a month.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Ann Coulter.
Nice. A little Skeletor action.
Who's the most crazy hardcore right winger on the planet.
I'll rub my dick on her elbow bones.
Yeah, but you got to be nice to her. You have to you can't go there and abuse her for a month. She's your companion.
In a romantic way.
Yeah, but you're going to disagree with everything that you fucking talk about. Or a slightly left-wing, really cool, laid-back, live and let live person, but she's a fucking pig. She's unattractive.
You're a horrible person.
And that doesn't necessarily just mean fat. It doesn't mean fat. It means she's dirty, she stinks, she's a fucking pig. But she's cool. She's laid back and she's cool. Ann Coulter's not good looking, but she's certainly not unattractive, and I guarantee her pussy doesn't stink and it's not covered with hair and whatever.
Ann Coulter's
you're talking about
I'm
talking about a pig hippie who's just really cool and laid back, but she's gross, man. It's you're either fucking her and hanging out with her for a month, or Ann Coulter, who everything she fucking says makes your blood boil.
You know what? If you would have gave me a better option, the one that would have got me that I would have went with, despite the fact that she's fucking nuts or whatever, would be the the pretty younger black girl that's famous now for being a fucking hardcore Republican.
Oh, yeah.
I always forget her. Candace Owens, I believe her name is. You know,
She's hot.
yeah, you throw me Candace Owens or Megan, what was the other fucking cunt's name? The blonde.
But I
Tony
wanna-
Loran or whatever. You give me
But
one.
I didn't want to throw a perfect one out.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You throw me one of those, I'll put up with their fucking bullshit. But Ann Coulter is offering.
She's not gross.
She's gross to me. I'm not in the Ann Coulter. I don't think she's a pretty person at all.
But if you see the tool that's on the other side of that door, this girl's fucking gross.
Yeah, but she's not awful. I mean, like, you know, she's gross.
Oh, no. Sit
But
around and
she's-
talk to you.
Yeah,
but
that's
then
what I
when
mean.
You,
Like, I'm.
when you peel that grilled cheese open every fucking night
Listen,
and see
man.
that it hasn't been shaved in 2 fucking months.
You didn't
And,
say-
did I say that it stinks? She's a hippie. She doesn't bathe.
You can convince hippies to do things. You can get them to bathe.
Well,
you can change
You're
their
only
life.
there for a month. You're telling me you're going to change her life on the first day?
Oh, a month?
Hey, now that I'm here, why don't you go ahead and take a bath and trim that up a little bit?
Only a month.
She's gonna
must
say,
have
fuck
missed,
you, don't try to
I,
change
I
me.
missed the month, dude.
Yeah, it was a month.
No, I'm fucking Ann Coulter. I mean, that's that's a month.
It was only a month.
No, I thought this was a lifetime decision.
Oh, no, it's 1 month.
Yeah, a lifetime decision. I'm going with a pig,
But
but
it's a matter of your personal beliefs,
Mm-hmm.
or I just can't do this for a fucking month.
nah, Ann Coulter. I mean, that would be awful. But and she's, like I said, I don't find her attractive. But a month's a month.
Well, how about this?
Huh?
Ann Coulter has a housekeeper that comes in, Sarah Palin. She comes in once a month or once a week and joins in.
Well, I definitely pick Ann Coulter because Sarah Palin's a little bit better looking.
Yeah.
I mean, much better looking, really.
Yeah, but everything they talk about is going to piss you off.
I listen with Sarah Palin. I wouldn't get to her talking with the fucking accent. Like as soon as she starts talking, I can't pay attention anyways. I just like you sound.
See, what I
stupid.
think's going to happen is you're going to go there and you're going to start fucking Ann Coulter, and in the next 30 days, she's going to convince you that everything she says is right, and you're going to come out a hardcore fucking right-winger.
Nah.
You don't have to do that. It's
No.
not part of the thing. But are you fucking the cool, happy, fun, freedom-loving pig, or Ann Coulter? You're going with Ann Coulter.
Yeah, Ann Coulter, and hoping maybe Sarah Palin shows up and I can fuck her and then maybe come on her little retarded kid or whatever. Oh, did I say that out loud? Jesus Christ, that one's awful. Hey, that one knocked you out, huh? It wasn't that big.
Oh, my God.
Boy or girl? Is it gay or
It's
not?
a girl.
All right, well, see, not gay.
Yeah.
Kid's probably an adult at this point, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. See, not gay, not child abuse.
But I'm going to explain the words that you actually used.
Oh,
Maybe I could come on the retarded kid. Those were the words that you used.
hey, yeah, and you're right. And I didn't use the Boston accent. So I don't know, man. Anyway.
And not only is this poor child mentally handicapped, but you would just to ejaculate on her.
Yeah, well, I've jerked off on worse.
I have too. But nothing like that.
Oh, that is pretty fucking bad. Hey, you know what else is bad? And I think it's disappointing. I don't know if you've seen the new Pam and Tommy Lee show that's on
I haven't started
on
watching
Hulu.
it yet, but I'm going to on Thursday.
The show's all right, but the second episode, there's a whole lot of nudity in it, right? They're fucking the whole time.
I'm for that, of course.
Yeah, of course. I think they're not doing Tommy service.
Oh, the guy's got a little dick?
No, that's a good dick, but it's not. Tommy had a masterpiece going on.
He did.
Tommy's went down to like almost his. I remember that scene and they're in the car and he pulls down his gym shorts and like
Tommy's
it's-
got a hamburger.
It's literally almost to his kneecap, and that's
Yeah.
not a short fella.
No.
You know what I mean? So Tommy's probably got 11 inches. Like he might, you know what I mean? Like he's got a fucking hog, and this guy's dick, it's big, but it looks more thick than long. You know what I mean? And Tommy's, if I remember right, was pretty long.
Yeah, his is a fucking... It's
He
big.
had a distinctive dick. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And I feel like if you're going to do the show, and the dick is the star in episode 2, by the way. I mean,
is it?
He's singing into his dick. He's having conversations with his dick, and it's just showing dick the whole time.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This show shows everything. Lots of Pam's titties, even though it's not Pam and it's not even this girl's real titties. But either way, lots of that.
I didn't even think she really looked a lot like Pam.
In the show, they both look really good.
Do they?
They both. It's very convincing in the show. Now, whether their attitudes match up, I don't fucking know. I don't know anything
Because
about
when they made the sex tape to Tommy
Yeah.
Lee, was there a hotter female on the planet than her?
I don't
Just
know.
physically.
I get what you're saying. I was
She
never.
was fucking stunning.
I was never super into Pam Anderson's tits. Like they're
Her
just too
face was
fake looking.
beautiful. Her
Face
body was
beautiful.
perfect. She was stunning.
Yeah. Face was beautiful. Everything was perfect on her. This girl's hot. I mean, it's the show's as far as looks are concerned. My only holdup was, I just think Tommy Lee's dick was bigger than this. I just think if I was Tommy and I had anything to do with this, I'd be like, hey man. But I don't think they have anything to do with it. I think this
I'm
is
sure they got
unauthorized.
paid something.
You think?
Well, you have to if you're going to portray somebody.
I don't think you have to if you're public.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you don't. You think when they make serial killer movies, you're sending Jeffrey Dahmer a check? Like,
Well, that's
I
true.
think public people, you don't have to pay them.
Not unless you have to go to them for the story and say, tell me what happened.
Yeah, and apparently the whole fucking show is based off some Rolling Stone article.
You know, it's funny. Some guy was talking about this the other day when this show came out, and he said, the guy stole that sex tape and put it out there.
Mm-hmm.
2 crimes. He stole it. He published it. He said, technically, all of us who watched it, we committed a crime as well.
Technically, I guess.
Technically, we all added to the fucking criminal that is that movie. I watched it a dozen times.
And you know what, though? After watching the show, if there's any truth to the way that Tommy Lee acted and stuff that I don't fucking blame him. I would have fucking stole that sex tape, too. And he didn't steal the sex tape because he thought he was getting a sex tape. He just stole their safe.
Yeah.
And that happened to be in it. He sold a bunch of other shit, too, that Tommy Lee had in his safe. But, yeah, either way, Tommy Lee's an asshole if he's anything like he is in this actual show. And I don't blame him for fucking doing it.
Yeah. I heard Tommy Lee was a dick.
But, yeah, watch the show. I'm only in episode 2, so maybe it starts getting shitty. But
How many are there?
I don't know.
I think tonight I'm going to go home and watch that Will Arnett show you told me to watch.
Nah, I only liked the first episode.
Oh, it sucked after that?
I couldn't get into it after that. Marshawn Lynch didn't interest me. I didn't know the guy afterwards. I honestly didn't even watch the last episode. I think there was an episode with a girl, too, and girls aren't funny, so I didn't watch that. And but girls are funny, and I actually, as soon as I get done tonight, I'm going to watch the new Ali Wong special. That is something to watch on Netflix. It just came out today.
See, I thought Ali Wong was funny. I thought her material was funny. I think her delivery sucks.
Yeah, but that's just 'cause
I don't like her delivery.
You
I
know,
think it sucks.
you just don't like Asians, I guess.
No, I love Asians.
Do you?
Yeah.
What Asian comedian do you like?
I'm not talking about comedians.
Oh. What Asian do you like?
I like a lot of Asian people.
Name all of them.
I could, but no, I like a lot of Asian people. I got nothing against Asian people, but I just don't like her delivery. I think her jokes were too deliberate at you. I think the worst delivery in stand-up comedy today, and I can watch every special he ever made, and I won't laugh once, not even accidentally, is Aziz Ansari.
I don't find him funny either. And actually,
I don't accidentally laugh at one of his jokes because his delivery is so fucking bad, he couldn't even make me chuckle.
he has a new special that just came out where he's like in clubs and shit. And, so I tried to give it a watch. Like, oh, maybe he calmed it down and this is funny.
He's terrible.
I couldn't get into it. There is another Indian guy that just released a Netflix special, and I can't think of his fucking name. I just watched it before you showed up, and it was funny as fuck.
If I watch a bad comedian and he pops a good joke at me, I'll still laugh
Yeah, of
at
course.
the joke. With him, I won't. I think his delivery is so awful, and I think most of his jokes suck.
All right, man. Well, show him how to do it, funny man.
Joke of the week.
I got a joke of the week for
You
you.
don't like their food.
I hate their food.
They got the best food, and you don't like
They
it.
got shit food. I do not like curry, and I will not eat anyone's food that every single variation of it is shit brown. I won't do it. It's all shit brown.
It is mostly shit brown. I think you're pretty much right about that. There's some greens.
But it's surrounded by shit
maybe
brown.
Some yellows. But
There's
yeah, there's
sausage. Yellow is shit brown.
There's also some shit in it. Yeah, you're right about that. But
It's the most unappealing looking food you've ever seen.
you know what you should do then? You should get some Chinese food, but don't use the Chinese rice. Use that Indian rice. That Indian rice, there's nothing better than just that Indian fucking rice. Nothing even on it. You don't need it.
I don't think I've
The
ever
rice
had
is so
the rice.
good. I forget what kind it's actually called, but the kind they use is the best rice.
It is?
I think so.
Does it taste like rice?
Yeah, just rice, but it's just better than other rice. I don't know how to explain it.
Well, I'll give that a whirl, but I won't eat the food. I hate curry.
I won't eat the food.
And curry's in everything.
Their sampler platters are real weird because I've been ordering the shit for like 15 years and I still couldn't tell you what half of it is. Some didgeridoos and I don't even know what I call them.
But it's all shit brown color.
Not the appetizers because they're not liquid.
Well, no, but the food is. The entrees are. All of them.
No, you're right. I can't think of anything off the top of my head that can't be mistaken for some shit on a bad day.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
And that's one reason why I won't eat it. The main reason is because I hate curry, and they put curry in everything. I hate the smell of it. I hate the taste of it, and I hate almost everyone who eats it.
Yeah, there's no way you can go on this rant and not sound racist, even though it's not racist.
Because I don't like curry?
Yeah, I don't know why, but it does seem bad.
I'm not racist because I don't like curry.
I'm not sure, man. You might be on the spectrum, too. You got a joke?
Hold on a second. Let's get back to this.
What?
If I say I don't like fucking Mexican food, it doesn't make me racist. It means I don't like the flavors. I don't like the spices.
Yeah, I get it. I don't
But
like
Mexican
I'm
food-
part German. I don't really like German food.
If you go to a Mexican restaurant and that food comes out of the kitchen, it's beautiful. It's all fucking colorful and fucking tomato here and fucking cheese everywhere. The Indian food looks like a bowl of shit.
But it's delicious.
No, it's not.
And that naan bread's so fucking good.
I'll try the rice, though.
The rice and the bread. Both the rice and the bread are great. I don't know what else you could use, though, to dip in the bread if you don't do the Indian stuff.
No.
It's so good, though. I just don't get it. It's just so good. Then not everything has curry in it, by the way. I mean, most do.
Yeah,
but not
curry's their
everything.
main spice.
It takes up, it seems, about half the menu. But I mean, there's the other half. There's a lot of spinach. If you're into spinach and cheese, there's a lot of that kind of
Yeah, and what color is it?
green and white. But I mean,
And then the shit brown sauce.
no, it's green and white. But it can still, on a bad day, look like a pile of shit. You
Here.
know what I mean? Whether it's brown or not.
All right, guy goes to a party.
Fucking delicious, though. You know.
Guy goes to a party, and he gets fucking hammered, and he wakes up, and he goes and gets in the shower. I'm sure I've told this, but I haven't in a long time. And he's taking a shower, and he looks down at his cock, and there's 3 colored rings around his cock, all spaced out. And he goes, "What the fuck is that?" He tries to rub them off, and they're not coming off. And he freaks out. He doesn't know what they are. They go all the way around the whole fucking circumference of his dick, 3 colored rings. So he goes to the doctor. And the doctor says, "Well, let me sample them." So he scrapes off the fucking little bit from each colored ring, and he goes and examines them. He comes back to the guy, and he goes, "Well, I've got good news and bad news for you." And the guy said, "Well, what's that?" He said, "Well, the good news is the top 2 rings are lipstick." The guy said, "Oh, cool." He said, "Well, what's the bad news?" He said, "The bottom one at the shaft is Copenhagen."
That's gross.
Oh, that's a good joke.
That's not a bad joke. Not a bad joke. Hey, look. Green. Looks fine. That don't look like
See,
shit.
that one I wouldn't turn away from, but look at the rest of it.
Well, this is all the same dish. It's all sag. But I'm just saying there's a bunch
Like,
of
what is their main dish? It's got like a name to it.
chicken curry is their name. The main one I can think of. That's the
Do
most...
a picture of chicken curry and tell me it doesn't look like diarrhea.
Here, I'll just type in Indian food. And those are all the main dishes.
That's the color right there I'm
Right here?
talking about.
Right
That
here?
one and the one to the right with the green stuff floating in it.
This?
Yeah.
That's just yellow.
That looks like shit.
But yeah, this
Do
is
they
definitely
use
the most
saffron
fun.
rice? Is that what they use?
Nah, I don't know what fucking rice they use. It's the kind of shit we're putting. Basamati.
Oh,
Basmati.
okay, yeah. All their food looks
Basmati.
like it's brown and soupy, and it looks like poop. And
Most
I'm
of
not
it
gonna
looks
eat it.
fucking yellow. But either way, you're missing out. I understand not liking curry, but they got a lot of good shit. The Indians know what the fuck they're doing. It's not just Indians. It's, everybody. What do they call themselves? Southern Asians. All the rest of them.
I'm going to pass on the Indian food. Don't like it.
Whatever, dude.
It's all got curry in it.
Hey, Moni, you out there listening? Make fucking Chris a dish.
Make it, if it doesn't look like poop and it doesn't have curry in it, I'll try it.
Apparently, they have the spiciest food ever. They're not Indians, but the Nepalese.
Have spicy food?
Nepalese are supposed to have some of the spiciest food on earth. Like their their standard spice. You know what I mean? Like the standard Nepalese, like what they prefer, is supposedly so much higher than members. Any
See,
other.
I heard Thai was the hottest.
Hey, a segment I want to do, not today, but in the future, maybe next week. I know Sean might get a little bit weird with it. We don't want to do that.
What's that?
But I want to think about the most stereotypical person of each race. Because I thought about it the other day. I think Pac-Man Jones is the most stereotypical black man ever. But just of each race. And I'd like to do this segment with a black guest because I would like to know their take on some of the other ones, too.
Well, I mean, so you're talking.
I don't want you to name it right now, but just think about it. I think that's a good segment because I just want to know how. Does it end up sounding racist, even if you're not meaning it to be?
Well, I mean,
and
if you're talking
like,
stereotypical, like, are we looking for an Indian person playing a sitar with one crooked eye? Is that what we're looking for?
I don't know why they got to have a crooked eye.
Well, because
I don't get that. Is that an old reference I don't know or something?
Not exactly, but you know what I'm saying.
Is it what? No, seriously. Like,
I mean, are you saying like
stereotypical?
stereotypical, like you're hoping that we know an Asian person who wears a pointed hat?
I gave you my example of what came to mind. It was when I thought about Pac-Man Jones, and I thought I was trying to explain to my buddy Keyshawn that the place that I get my hair done, also Pac-Man Jones gets his hair done, so it's safe for him to go there because who's more black than Pac-Man Jones? If he can go there, well, then Keyshawn can go there. You know what I mean? And I just thought about how stereotypical that the idea of me of Pac-Man is. But what would you do with other races? And what would a black guy's most stereotypical white guy be, you think? Or
oh, God, I see what you're saying.
What are you going to go with the Indian? What's the most stereotypical? Is everybody just going to say Jackie Chan? That's not my most stereotypical Asian. You know what I mean? It's just interesting to think of how that goes.
Yeah, and there's a lot of races.
Exactly. You're going to fucking nail down all the races.
I mean,
are
you talking like, okay, do we know any Mexicans that have a fucking sombrero on their head and a fucking
and that wouldn't be a stereotypical
tricolored
Mexican
serape hanging over their shoulder?
Because I've seen lots of Mexicans in my life, and I've never seen that Mexican. And, well, I have, but at like a restaurant or like some kind of event.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking everyday Mexican dude that I've been around, or nothing like that.
Over in Mexico, they are.
Maybe when they're partying. Something like that, but that's them in a certain kind of costume. That's not their stereotypical everyday self of what I would think of when I think of a Mexican.
I see what you're saying. I mean, a little research for this, but I would like to get other people's opinions.
Oh, yeah. No, you need a whole mixed race cast. We don't have any Indian friends, though. We can't bring them on.
We have Nepalese and Bhutan friends.
Do we have any of them that can speak good enough English to be...
Lots of them.
See, I've thought about that. We have a lot of foreign guests, and I've wondered which ones we could bring on that would come over audio-wise.
Krishna.
I got questions for Krishna.
I think he can answer all of our questions.
His little pointy shoes he was wearing in the ceremony.
Well, because he's not like Krishna's not. I mean, most of those guys are spiritual, but he's not like crazy religious where he wouldn't discuss it. You know what I mean?
Hey, I tried to get pussy to drink last night. He didn't do it.
That's really bad. Shameful of you.
Fuck you. You asked him to make a couple shots for him.
Yeah, but I don't want him to drink one and die.
Well, you know what? I wonder what I would have done in the moment if he took me up on it.
So you're the guy that takes a recovering heroin addict and says, just shoot one.
Just one, dude.
Just come on. One little speedball. Get the party going.
Yeah, just half.
You're a lot more fun when you're juiced up.
Your tolerance is down. Just take a half.
I was watching the Michael Jackson thing the other day about the trial of, what the fuck's his Conrad, Dr. Conrad Murray. And, how he was trying to cover up that he was giving him propofol and all that. On the last order that he ordered for Michael Jackson, propofol comes in those little vials, and you take like a couple of drops.
Propofol.
He had over 4 gallons if he would have emptied all the bottles out.
MJ liked to party, man.
4 gallons
like the party,
of propofol.
And he had no fucking, he had no governor. He could do whatever the fuck he wanted to. MJ partied hard.
Damn.
I think he had to, man.
Gallons.
Just to forget all the fucked up things that went on in
But
his
what
life,
the doctor said is, hey, if you were a smart doctor, unlike this Conrad Murray, you would realize that putting him out with this propofol every day is actually depriving him of sleep. Because when
he's not actually sleeping.
You don't have REM sleep.
Yeah, you're not asleep. You're unconscious.
So he's more of a zombie.
Yes.
He's just unconscious.
Poor Michael Jackson. All right, anyways, let's wrap it up with a quick... Fuck you, Los Angeles. Fuck you, Rams. Fuck anything that looks like a Ram. Fuck Aaron Donald. Fuck Matt Stafford. Fuck Cooper Kupp. I like Andrew Whitworth. Don't fuck Andrew Whitworth. You're a good guy. Nah, fuck the Rams, man. They beat us, but fuck them.
Fuck Terry Crews.
Fuck Terry
And
Crews.
I like Terry Crews.
Fuck
I
Chris
think he's funny.
Collinsworth.
I think he's hilarious. He came out with a fucking Rams jersey on.
They don't have fans.
And they said, "Oh, that's the first team he played for." He was a fucking scrub. He was never like a big star.
Well, I don't care
Got
about
traded
Terry
around
Crews.
to 20 teams. Fuck you, Terry Crews. I liked you.
If he played for him, I'm going to give him half a fucking excuse, but the Rams don't have actual fans. Their fucking
No.
St. Louis fans don't like them because they left St. Louis, and those were the diehard real fans. And the people out in L.A., they don't give a fuck about them. People in L.A., they don't give a fuck about anything.
Right.
You know, a lot of them aren't from L.A. to begin with. I mean, they might hang on to him for this year, but they're not fucking passionate fans. They don't have that. You don't have Green Bay fans. You don't have Kansas City fans. You don't have even the Patriots. They had a rabid fucking fan base. I mean, they were great for years, and they're the
They were
Boston
Brady
fan
fans,
base.
yeah.
Well, they're just the Boston fan base I'm talking about. I'm not talking about their national fans. The local fan base. LA doesn't have a giant city, no fucking passion. They don't deserve to fucking win the Super Bowl. Fuck them.
Yeah, well, and it's true because it's like the guy was saying,
They just got really good players.
if you didn't have fucking LeBron, there wouldn't be any Lakers fans. I mean, there'd be some,
Yeah.
but the Lakers have to have an enormous giant name there to keep their fucking game selling out every year.
Yeah. Well, even the Lakers, like it's a little bit different. They're so ingrained in LA that the Lakers do have a lot of fans. They have a big Hispanic and black population in LA that love the fucking Lakers. Well, and everybody, but you know, and the Dodgers,
doesn't take a lot
the
to sell
Dodgers
out a
have a little
basketball
fans,
game.
but LA has never supported the football team. Like to throw their real support. Maybe the Raiders way back in the day.
Not
But-
really.
Yeah, but not even that. Like they just fuck LA. Fuck LA. They don't deserve a championship. I would have felt so much better losing to an actual real city that actually gives a fuck about, you know, and has
Yeah.
some passion involved.
Yeah, I agree.
Good for McVay. Good for fucking Aaron Donald getting a championship. Good for obviously Andrew Whitworth's the shit. I'm happy to see him, but fuck the Rams.
Yep, fuck them.
Fuck that cunny owner. Yeah.
Remember, if you have tax questions, get them ready for next week with our guest, Sean Winter from 1 Minute Taxes. And you know what? It's not too late to fucking subscribe and share
You know,
some
yeah.
of these videos.
Counts.
Yeah, it's really true. You know, it's like a lot of you listen. A lot of people listen, and maybe like 10% of you fucking hit subscribe. You think it's going to get to your parents? That you
You
fucking
don't get the subscribe thing. You guys, a bunch of them got on the YouTube for us and even made some accounts and shit and all subscribed, but they didn't want to do it when we switched back over and we got the new name.
I know.
Does the new name suck?
I don't think so.
Is that the problem? Did we fuck up?
No,
Did we rebrand poorly?
I can just tell you,
Should we kept Shut Up Cincinnati? Is that what happened? I don't.
it's
fucking know.
hard to. If you Google "never trust a fart," a lot of stuff comes up.
As it should. It's not a fucking. I didn't make the term up.
Well, I mean, you know, the YouTube is for a lot less people that listen.
But that's the problem. Is if they subscribe, then it puts it more in the algorithm, and then it'll pop up more to other
Right.
people. So you
That's
know,
why
it
I'm really
helps us.
tired of asking these cunts to subscribe.
Yeah. Maybe we shouldn't call them cunts, and then they would subscribe. Maybe they were going to hit subscribe, and they're like, well, they should just call me a cunt, so fuck him.
Maybe.
Oh, well, fuck it, we're not
Well,
very good
you
at
know
this.
what? I know somebody who's real good at digital marketing, and that's Alex. I would like to ask his opinion of why people aren't subscribing.
You're going to be disappointed.
Alex, what do you think?
I would think a guy with that fucking hat would know a lot, but he's a fucking idiot. All right,
Thanks, everyone.
that's it. Episode 113 in the fucking books.
Load out your ass.
Blow it out your ass. Fuck LA. Man, can't wait to next year's Super Bowl. Fucking bullshit, motherfuckers.
You can kindly fuck off now. Please subscribe and share. Well, you can kindly fuck off now. Subscribe and share. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off.